What's up, everyone, and welcome to Board System Test 1, the Christmas special. So, let's see what we have up on the demo board right now. Or better yet, let's see what's changed with the demo board. So first thing is that I fixed that horrible mounting situation, so now all the alarms are flush mounted, which, to be fair, some look better than others here. But, yeah, these pull stations are a little weird, because they're single gang, but on a double gang back box, so I had to get a converter, which that doesn't really make them flush anymore. It's kind of weird. So we have a Wheelock MT that is doing high volume bell. It is at 1575 candela. Then right next to that we have an Integrity doing temporal on 110 candela. We have a Sentry. This is I forgot the model number. I'll put it up on screen. And this is the Faraday 32 SK2, but I call this the Logan NX T-Bar, and you'll see why in a second. So, what has changed with this? Well, probably the least important thing, or I guess most important, however you look at it. I added more supports, so the board is a lot more sturdy now. I actually just did this morning. This is made out of, you guessed it, more scrap wood. So, why did I only show 2 devices and 2 pull stations? Well, that's because we have a panel up here now. This is my Firelight MS2. And you can see system is all normal because we do actually have resistors at the end of line of all of these devices. As well as we have actual batteries in here now. So, yeah, this is really nice. We'll get to this in a bit, but I know what you might be thinking. What's replacing the MS2? Get ready. We have an MS5UD. I bought this used for $375. But basically, there's a big inspection tag here. There is a little inspection thing there. I got it all off. I cleaned it up real nice. It looks really good now. You can see that this used to be the batteries of the MS2. Now it's in here. Just because, you know, I'm like, why get rid of these when I can just reuse them? You can see system is also all normal. We have to have a bunch more resistors here because of the more zones, more NACs. Let me explain some plans I'd like to do with this panel. So I would like to add a carbon monoxide supervisory, which I have zone 5 programmed as a supervisor right now. So if I were to short zone 5, the panel would go into supervisory, a latching supervisory, so it wouldn't go away until you reset the panel. So, yeah, I guess let's test the less exciting system first, which I guess would be the room system. Nothing much has changed. We still don't have detectors yet. However, we do have audible silence, and I also painted these pull station back boxes red. So let's do zone 1, office pull station. 3, 2, 1. We still have advances. As mentioned, I did want to get a low frequency sounder. This is also working just good. I'm gonna go silence that panel. Very nice. You can see we do have audible silence. Let me turn off some lights so you might be able to see them better. Now, these strobes will not stop flashing until the panel gets reset. So let's reset the panel now. Now, let's move on to the board. So, as mentioned, we have the Gainwell Sentry and the T-Bar as our pull stations. So let's start off with the Sentry, I'm gonna go put on these headphones real quick for some hearing protection. Alright, now that I have my headphones on, let's start with the Sentry in 3, 2, 1. That was incredibly loud, even with hearing protection. That was extremely loud. 2 horns in a room like this is just way too much. Especially considering most of the time they're at head level when I'm actually using this board. So, yeah, we can re-alarm this with this pull station. But first I'd like to reset the Sentry. So to do that, you take a small screwdriver, flathead, and you put it up here, you unscrew it, it should just fall down, let that switch down. As you can see, we have the M46-29, I got it new in box. You push this handle back up, and you just close it up. And this is tricky to do with one hand. But then you basically just screw that back. Damn it, screw this back. And now that pull station is reset. So now let's do the Loganetics T-bar. And another thing I'd like to do, before I reset this, I want to set both systems off at the same time, just because it's a Christmas special. Alright, now that I have hearing protection on, now for the Loganetics T-bar. Nuh-uh. Oh my god. That is actually not funny how loud that is. So you could imagine how 2 horns was really loud in a room like this. Well, imagine 3. And all strobes are out of sync. I guess this panel does have, well, now that I have 5 zones, the pull stations are on different zones. So I can actually re-alarm it with a different pull station. So how about we do that? So now we can scroll through. We have alarm on office zone 1 and alarm, we have an alarm on bedroom zone 2. As you can see, first one was at 724, the second one was at 725. Okay, so now let's reset these systems. I'm gonna start off with the room system just because it's gonna have flashing lights until I reset it. No, my Allen wrench! You saw this pull station get reset before, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Very nice. I kind of want to replace these BG12s with the key version because I honestly think the key version would be a lot better. If you're gonna get the BG12 as a first pull station, I'd recommend you get the key version. Alright, now this can get reset. Very nice. So, we already reset the Sentry, so now we gotta reset the T-bar. So, we have this Faraday key, which was lovingly supplied with the pull station. Shout out Loganetics. As you might have saw, the inside of this pull station says nuh-uh, which is a joke between me and Loganetics. So you stick in the key like that, you turn it, it basically just falls open. This is your normally closed, normally open button. You push the handle up, sort of similar to the Sentry. As you can see, this is signed by Loganetics. It's the third one, it's number 3, and it says 2 RMA 2009 inside of it, which is very nice. And now we just hit the reset button. So, yeah, that was it for not only the new panel, as well as the board system. So, yeah, let's go to the unboxing now. Okay, everyone, it is now Christmas Day, and let's show you what I got for Christmas. So, among a plethora of other cool things, I got some new alarms, so let me show you. Okay, so, we actually only have 2 types of alarms, but there's some pretty cool alarms. So let's start off with our devices. We have 3 white ceiling mount Wheelock AS horn strobes. These are really cool. They come with a mounting bracket. These are most definitely used in a real building. Some of them are more covered in paint than others. They're in actually pretty good condition, minus the fact that they're all missing the screws, which is fine, except for the fact that you can just sort of take them off without having to unscrew them, which is fine because they can still hold their own weight up. So yeah, these are really cool, not only because they're in white, but also because they are the ceiling mount version, as you can see by the lettering. Normally, they'd either go like this or like this, but on the ceiling is really cool. I've seen a lot of these installed in parking garages. Okay, so for pull station, I already have one of these, but we also have 3 EST 270 SPO local alarm pull stations. This one, I think I might sand down the paint and give it a new paint job. This one is in pretty much mint condition other than a little bit of paint up here. And this one is in fair condition. It's in better condition than the one I have, which is this one right here. I've had this thing since like June. It's alright except for the fact that the lock is like really stiff. So expect to see these 3 in a future system test. I'm thinking of maybe replacing that integrity with one of the AS's, and maybe replacing the Sentry or the T-bar with a 270 SPO, and doing some sort of Wheelock sync demo. I think that would be pretty cool to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one.